Hey man, it's your boy Jbird Gaming with my co-host Ayzo, and you're watching the Bird's Nest podcast. And right off the rip, we just want to start off by saying rest in peace to TakeOff. He was just about the time you guys are watching this podcast, it's been about a week or a couple days actually since his passing, and we just want to wish our condolences and things of that nature.
Of
Ayzo,
course.
anything you want to say?
Rest in peace, Takeoff. If you knew anything about him, he was obviously part of the Migos, Quavo, Offset, all them. Sad to see because I kind of grew up. Me and you both grew up listening to Migos.
Yeah.
There's a lot of viewers that we have that listen to them. So, just if you're religious, pray for them in this time.
And his family, and his family and friends. I mean, it's tough. And I want to touch on like what you said earlier. Like literally, for those who don't know, Migos is an Atlanta rapper group. Consisted of Takeoff, Quavo, and Offset. And literally, if you lived in Georgia, you knew who Migos were. It doesn't matter what race you were. If you lived in Georgia, you knew who Migos were. You know what I'm saying? And so for them like to be a part of our childhood, like they were, like Ayzo said, it was tough to see that happen, man. It was tough. It was very tough.
Yes,
and like you said, just prayers out to their family.
And condolences as much as possible. Guys, welcome to the Bird Nest podcast again. We had a lot. Episode 2.
Hey,
we made it to
thank you guys so much for showing. The amount of love they showed on the first episode was insane. I don't know if you've seen it recently.
Yeah.
It's got almost about 70 views. We're at almost 20 subscribers already. Thank you guys. We genuinely appreciate it. You know what I'm saying?
1 week, 1 video.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Comments. Everybody was talking.
I'm saying keep commenting. We want to see what you guys got to say. You know what I'm saying? Share this podcast, obviously. You know what I'm saying? We love the support, guys, man. We're appreciative. You know what I'm saying? Thank you guys. For all the love you guys show.
You guys are awesome. I mean, I don't think we could have had any more support than what we did for our first one. So, like it up, comment, let us know next, some more ideas for what we can do for future podcasts.
Exactly.
Jbird, let's get into it, buddy.
All right, so the first topic we would like to talk about is before we get into the topics, Ayzo has decided to start streaming on YouTube because as you guys know in the first episode, if you guys haven't tuned in, tap in. In the first episode, we talked a lot about the state of the streaming platform, like what is better, YouTube or Twitch? And Ayzo recently made the move to YouTube to start streaming on YouTube. So you guys make sure you check him out on there if you want to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
touch on that a little bit.
If you want to still go follow me on Twitch, check out the stuff you can. But I'm checking out YouTube right now. I'm gonna kind of touch, feel the waters if that's how you want to do. Break down another wall, kind of try something different. So please subscribe, come check it out. Working towards that monetization. All right, guys. Sorry, I had a little technical difficulty, but I was basically testing the waters with YouTube, and going to see how it goes. So please, guys, subscribe. Still go check out Jbird on Twitch with Jbird Gaming, Jbird_gaming. So, I think the first topic we're going to get into this episode is something that one of the reasons why I moved trying to test out YouTube is short form content with YouTube Shorts and possibly like saying TikToks, for example. How easy it is, it seems, how the algorithm works to blow up with short formed content.
Absolutely. And I'm glad you touched on that because I was gonna say, you know what I'm saying, because we were talking about platform, like basically social media, basically in the last episode. You should have checked that out, guys, if you guys haven't already. And like a lot of people have blown up off of these, like I guess you could say short form content. Like for instance, podcasts, for example, does really well on TikTok. Like I know a lot of podcasts that their channel got kicked off because of a viral TikTok clip. You know what I'm saying? That's not even just podcasts, but channels in general. Like if you have something that blows up on TikTok or a channel, like let's just say for instance, we're streaming on YouTube or Twitch and we hit a mean snipe. We clip it up, put it in a short form content, you know what I'm saying? We throw it on TikTok, it blows up. You're bound to get some type of, you know what I'm saying, motion from that. But you know what I'm saying, I don't mean to ramble. But one thing that I will say, because like I said, it's very easy to grow on TikTok. because all you got to do is get in that algorithm. Once you get in that algorithm, bro, it's you're done. You know what I'm saying? TikToks is all on you then.
Yeah, and that's
But
the thing.
I think. Oh yeah, go ahead.
No, it's just.
I
I
was
mean,
just gonna say.
Go ahead. Finish.
I was just gonna say the hardest thing with that is it's just hard to transition those viewers from TikTok to other platforms unless you just do it right, man. If you do it right, then it works. But if you're just the casual on TikTok, it's very hard to transition those guys. Like, let's just say, for instance, I'm making like just dances on TikTok or whatever, and I want them to follow me on Instagram. It's gonna be very hard for them to follow me, like transition from TikTok to Instagram or whatnot. But that's all I was talking about on that situation.
Right. Well, the thing with growing on small, and this is what I'm gonna say, like live streams and what we do, these long podcasts are still very, very much watched and things like that. But the hots right now is short form content, something that's quick and simple, and doesn't take up the viewer's time. Not like podcast is different. When you sit down, guys look for podcasts to watch while they drive, or they're interested
or
in
they're at work.
Yeah, or while they're at work, the context of what they know they're going to talk about, or, things like that. But short form content, like you scroll through TikTok, you can see 50 TikToks in 30 in a matter of seconds.
In 30 seconds, yeah. And I was just gonna say that. I don't mean to cut you off, but yeah, like literally, sometimes before I go to bed, I'll be on TikToks for hours. It's like, dang, okay, I gotta go to bed. Yeah. So yeah, it's very addicting. Compared to like a 15-minute long YouTube video or an hour-long podcast. But you know what I'm saying? That's all I was going to say about that.
It's a lot easier to watch is what we're trying to say. It's a lot easier to watch, and it's a lot more discoverable. Because somebody you can scroll, like I said, you can scroll through. There's no telling, like, if you're on TikTok, you don't just scroll through and see the guys with millions and millions of hits. You scroll through and you see the guys that has 90 likes or you see every single.
You just see random. It's just randomized.
Yeah, it's randomized on who you see. But another thing that they do good is it's based off content that you've watched before. So if it's funny,
I was just gonna say that.
Related, it don't matter if it has 1 million likes or if it has 30 likes. If it pertained to you, that's what's important. Like, I normally get guys, I don't like right now. I'm like, obviously, I'm into the tech and the whole streaming stuff and the tech into it, like cameras and shit, microphones, whatever. That's what I get a lot on my TikTok here recently because I've been watching a lot of videos, and I get guys that those guys aren't big. There's not like 5 million guys watching them, but there's like 1,000. It stays like kind of mid-tier stuff, but it's what I watch. And I think that's what TikTok does a good job about.
And all of those platforms, like Instagram Reels, even YouTube Shorts, YouTube Shorts does it good too.
And that's what I'm going to start making. I'm going to test that out here soon.
Yeah, we're going to do that with the podcast too. Like, we're going to make a TikTok, and we're going to start posting YouTube Shorts, like just clips from the podcast, just short form content of the podcast.
Like
just so takes. For those who, and just so like, let's just say, for instance, for those who aren't able to watch the hour-long podcast, we could just chop up little clips of the podcast and just make it short-form content on TikTok, and they just be like, all right, so they were talking about this, and bam. So some people are more, like, they'd rather watch, like, a 30-second clip of a podcast than a whole segment. You know what I'm saying? And so we're definitely going to be working on that. We'll make an announcement, obviously, when we do so.
Right.
But to get back to your question, it's that algorithm, man. It's that algorithm because, like you said, I mean, it's so randomized off of what you like. Because, like you said, your For You page usually consists of tech and stuff like that.
Right.
Well, hey, I scroll through TikTok, I'm seeing food, I'm seeing ASMR. You know what I'm saying? It's the most random, like whatever you like, and I feel like that's where that short form content, like, and those platforms like TikTok and Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts, has us in a chokehold. They really are killing it right now with the short form content.
Right. And I think that's what makes YouTube for streamers. If you want to talk streamers, you never really, and this goes back to our old video, and I mean, we're not bringing it up, but it touches on stuff. You bring up, say, you don't never really get blown up on Twitch. You get blown up off, say, your TikTok has been popular, so your TikTokers come and follow you, and they look in your bio, and they find your Twitch. Then they come check out your Twitch. So that's probably 1 in 3 guys. But if you getting millions or 100,000 of views, that 1 in 3 guys turns into
Nah,
10,000
yeah,
people coming to watch you stream, give or take.
exactly.
And that's just because it gets out to way more people than just a Twitch stream or YouTube stream or whatever it
Yeah,
may be.
and
Like,
especially if you hit in that algorithm, that's what really
yeah,
like carries those platforms for sure.
yeah, exactly, and it's real. It's a real thing.
Nah, yeah,
People always want to make it up. It's a game of luck and this stuff like this blowing up on YouTube. No, it's not a game of luck, and it's not necessarily just a strategy you can exploit. If that's the case, I'm sure we would have found it already. But
nah, yeah,
it's just the fact of getting into it and your video getting caught in it. As soon as your video gets
yeah.
caught
I
in
was
it,
just about to say it's really a little bit of both. It's a little bit of strategy and a little bit of luck. Because, like you said, I mean, obviously it's not 100% luck. You know what I'm saying? Like, if let's just say if I'm making videos on Valorant every single day and I'm really pushing out really good content, I'm bound to get some type of spark. But
follow
let's just
from
say,
somebody.
yeah, nah, yeah, of course. But I do think a lot of it does have to do with luck, and a lot of it has to do with strategy. So let's just say, for instance, Gotham Knights, we were streaming it on Twitch. Let's just say, as soon as the game dropped at midnight, we streamed the whole series and like just dropped it on YouTube. I guarantee that would pull in so many views because for those who don't know whether or not they want to get the game or just can't afford it, because they're just gonna search in Gotham Knights walkthrough, like just like a lot of people do, and they can literally they're gonna click on one of the first ones that they can see. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And if, like I said, that's just where that strategic game plan comes into play. And then like I said, a lot of it is luck. If you get caught in that algorithm, hey, they're gonna push your content.
It's just like when the other day when we were streaming and we had, I think, two or three guys coming to my stream for Gotham Knights, and they're not
New
people I
people,
know.
by the way.
New people.
Yeah, I was about to say.
They this was on Twitch. I'm sure this has been a little bit after the game released, doing a full series, and nobody's really streaming a story built game like this. Most of the time, they're not. A lot of the time, they're not. I'm sure there's some, but it's not a big growing thing. It's not like Fortnite or whatever, any game like that.
Yeah, just was the replay value. You know what I'm saying? There's no replay value. Once you finish the story, or once you, and this is what I was talking about, talking to Tuna with, like once you finish the story, like let's just say for instance, I was watching someone play Gotham Knights. Let's just say I was watching you play Gotham Knights.
Right. 9
times out of 10, if I watched you play it from beginning to end, I'm not gonna want to watch another person play it because I already seen it. You know what I'm saying? And that's just kind of a touchy subject because, like, at the end of the day, it really just comes down to whether or not you can make that game, like how much more entertaining you can make that game. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And it's just it's hard to do that with story mode games because, like I said, 9 times out of 10, if somebody's watching somebody play a certain game, they're not going to watch another person finish it. A story mode game, at least.
Or even if you play it yourself, unless you're looking for somebody's reaction to a certain thing that happens.
That's very true.
It's kind of like, I'll use an example. I was always scared, like, back in the day to play the Resident Evil games. And I've recently played the new one, with the big lady and all that type of shit.
Yeah.
But once I beat it, the person I always watch Markiplier play, like, Outlast games and stuff like that, Resident Evil games. But once I beat that game, I didn't necessarily care to go back and watch him play through it and react.
That's a perfect example.
But then again, I went back and watched, like, wanted to see him react to certain scenes that happened in the game.
Exactly.
But
that's fair.
That's it. I didn't go watch the full 7-8 part series or whatever.
Yeah.
I ain't about to sit there and watch an hour-long video like, like some people would that hasn't seen it. I don't have a reason to. I've already beat it. There's no replay value,
and,
like you said.
Yeah, that's
more or less how you hit it. Like that's the moral of the story. There's no replay value to that. So guys looking for it guys that haven't played it yet, they want to find people, and that's how I believe that's how those guys found us, for example.
Absolutely.
Typing Gotham Knights, and we're probably some of the only people streaming it. That was a consistent stream and doing an actual walkthrough of the game, and people came in and looked for it. So I believe it wasn't a huge crowd. It's appreciated crowd. We appreciate it.
Yeah, of course.
But was a small crowd, But those people were looking for it.
Nah, absolutely. And just to rebuttal back to the the topic at hand, I want to ask you this though. Do you think the short form content, like the TikToks and the Instagram Reels and the YouTube Shorts, are gonna eventually overtake the longer form contents or not? Like, let's just say, not even necessarily like podcasts or anything like that, but just like regular videos that you would read, like back in the day that you would just watch. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna lie, and I gotta, you know what I'm saying? I'm a victim of this. Like, if I see a video that's over like 30 minutes long, I'm just not gonna finish that video. I'm gonna just, unless it's just like extremely entertaining and I have nothing to do, I'm just not gonna finish that video, bro. Because if I'm gonna do that, I might as well watch a TV show. And that's another topic for another day. But
yeah, well, to answer that, it's kind of weird because you say that, or you ask, can it take it over?
I don't mean to cut you off.
You go ahead.
But I want to like reform the question as well, though. Like, and I don't mean just like TikTok and, you know what I'm saying? I don't like, I know I said that, but I mean like just short form content in general, like 5-minute long videos or 10-minute long videos, or, you know what I'm saying? Just shorter videos compared to long form content, like 20 minutes, 15 minutes.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah,
what you're saying now. Okay. When it comes to TikTok and stuff, it's already in a sense taken over, but it's taken over its own thing. It has
own category and whatnot.
Yeah, it hasn't knocked YouTube videos out or whatever. You know, it's knocked. If anything, if you want me to put, this is gonna sound weird, and I'm not. If you're a TikToker or whatever, when it comes to streaming and stuff, I don't mean this, but it's basically glorified advertisement. If you ask me.
Nah, yeah.
Because
like we were saying earlier.
I'm saying it. Let me phrase it. For streamers, it's glorified advertisement.
Even for like just regular content creators,
you know,
because like you were saying earlier, like you can literally post a clip of, even like if I want to just put a clip of a video that I made on YouTube on TikTok, I'm like, if you want to see the outcome of this, subscribe to my YouTube channel or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's just free advertisement or glorifies the other platform, and I think that's what a lot of people try to do with TikTok and those shorter form platforms.
Yeah, it's just like and that's what I was saying. I think it's better. TikTok is better at it than YouTube with their short reels. It's better than Instagram with its little short reels that it has. You know, even better than Twitter with its little videos that you can push and stuff like that. Like, I would rather if you want to grow, you want to post on TikTok versus Twitter when it comes to your videos, short videos.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Post on all of it. But if you want me to say which one should you make first, oh, excuse me,
I'm about to say a better comparison would probably even be Instagram or TikTok, because I mean Twitter isn't really known for shorter form content. They're just I ain't gonna lie, Twitter is a crazy. I don't even want to get into that, but but like Instagram really has like they've been getting into that shorter form. They got Instagram Reels and they just have regular Instagram posts. And I'm not gonna lie. I'll let you finish your statement first. Like if we're comparing the two, and you know what I'm saying, you can give your opinion as well. But low key, I personally have been like recently at least, I've been more on Instagram than TikTok. And I was surprised. I was like, dang. Because Instagram Reels, man, I'm telling you. Or in YouTube Shorts too. We could throw YouTube Shorts in there as well.
Yeah, it's kind of just like.
And I ain't mean to change the topic. That's
no, you're good. I'm thinking, like, you got me thinking now. It's, I find myself on Instagram Shorts a lot, but it's not on purpose.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's unintentional, and that's where it gets me. I'm like, hey.
Yeah, like TikTok. I go on TikTok. I know when I'm going on TikTok to watch. Instagram, I'll scroll through, and then I'll be like, I'll see somebody post a reel, like say of a keyboard that I like you know, I'm into the whole like keyboard typing stuff. I mean, you can see how my keyboard looks. I put it on stream, but you know, I'm into the whole keyboard typing thing, and I'll sit there and I'll listen to a guy. He'll tap on his keyboard, do a little smooth little keyboard test, sound test, whatever, and then I'll scroll, thinking I'm scrolling. Like
on TikTok,
like on TikTok or something.
It's like an algorithm.
Yeah, and then I keep on scrolling this thing. You know, I've sitting there and I've scrolling through it just like I scroll on TikTok.
Yeah, that's exactly.
But I didn't mean to. But it happens, you know. And that. But like I said, it reforms. It's all. It's kind of, and it's gonna sound all right. This is gonna chop some people. Say it's oh well. This I'm saying they got it from TikTok. It's the same concept as TikTok, so it's gonna work like TikTok. So that's where I think I stand. I think, and to muddle back, and like I know you're gonna give your little thing, but on my end, and you can say your piece too, to end up and finish my part of it. No, I don't think short form content is going to take over YouTube videos in whole, because people, they love to watch videos that you're not going to beat a gameplay video with a TikTok video.
Exactly.
you're not going to beat, like walkthroughs or tutorials. I mean, you can do a short form tutorial on TikTok, but you're not going to go through a whole process. You're not going to build a whole computer on TikTok and be specific and things like that. I'm sure there's somebody that does it, but or whatever it is, it's not going to beat it out. You're not going to, obviously podcast ain't going to win. You can do lives on there, but you can't do a podcast like this. You can advertise. So no, to answer your question, no. Yes, it's great. Yes, it's taken over in their own regards. TikTok is taking over in their own regards. Short form content is, but no, I don't think it's beating out YouTube videos in the long run.
No, I can definitely see where you're coming from for sure, right there.
But I do find that shorter YouTube videos are more watchable and more watched.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna hit on.
Yeah, so
I was gonna say in form of like you said, app wise, like I don't think TikTok or Instagram is gonna just outdo one another, just because I mean they're basically the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Because like you said, you'll catch yourself on Instagram scrolling like you're on TikTok, and yeah, like you said, to answer the question, me personally, like you said, I feel like short form videos. Like not like TikTok, but like actually like shorter videos, like maybe like 5-10 minute max videos.
Like your Uno video
are gonna do more, depending on the category though. Because like you said, if you're watching a walkthrough, obviously you're not gonna want to watch like dang near 12 different 10-minute videos. You're gonna want to watch either one long episode or like a bunch of, you know what I'm saying,
15-20 minute videos. Episodes.
Yeah, but like whenever it comes to like even like a battle royale game, or even like just a regular game, you know what I'm saying, that you're playing, that it doesn't really like, there's a lot of like free space in it. Like let's say for instance, like if I'm making a Fortnite video, I'm not gonna just keep a lot of the stuff. Like I don't want to watch somebody just harvest materials for 5 minutes. Like give me to the action. I want to see you getting kills. I want to see
exactly
some funny moments and stuff like that. And so to answer that question, short form videos, at least, I feel like is
taking over.
I feel like it's gonna take over that longer form content whenever it comes to videos. But if we're just like comparing platforms, like if I think like shorts are gonna take over like actual YouTube videos, I just don't think that's true. Because like you said, at the end of the day, a lot of what TikTok and Instagram Reels and all that stuff is to do is just to promote a different platform. But obviously you got, you know what I'm saying, TikTokers and stuff that actually just make content for TikTok, like dances and, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. But most of them is to, you know what I'm saying, promote what they're doing, other stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And obviously they all have their own categories and stuff like that. But I don't think it's gonna beat it out though.
What I was gonna ask you, and I know we didn't talk about this before stream, but I'm asking this because I just came up with this question in my head.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So with that being said, talking about videos and this, that, and other, just because it's becoming more and more relevant now, do you think live streams kill off YouTube videos?
I don't think so. That is a good question, though. That's a damn good question.
Think like YouTube shorts, but like your 5-6 minute videos is like your shorts in a sense, but then you have your playthroughs on live streams because it's essentially just a live video. But then again, I say that, but you like right now with this podcast, it's not live, so anything that screws up, I can edit it out.
No, yeah.
You think that is what stops it? I mean, not that it's not a bad way. I'm saying, you think that it gets a little bit more popular? That's a good question. A little bit more popular than, or is it already there? Is live streams more popular than videos now?
I feel like they both kind of benefit off each other. You know what I'm saying? In a way, and I know that's just a cop-out answer. But just to give a for sure answer, I just don't think it'll kill it off because there's just different like crowds. Like on one crowd, you got one crowd that want to see your live raw reaction, and then you on another crowd, you got people that can't really be there for like a 4-hour stream. You know what I'm saying? And but like you can clip out VODs and stuff, or you know what I'm saying, clip out little videos and much because I'm a big I do that. Like I don't like Casanat. He streams 12-hour long streams. And like, or even Aiden Ross, that's probably a more, you know what I'm saying, people probably know more of his content. Or, you know what I'm saying, or he does it a lot. Like, literally, he'll, because they do a bunch of different things in one live stream. So, like, let's just say, for this first part, I'm rapping with Lil Baby. And then after that, I want to play 2K or something. If I just want to watch that Lil Baby moment, I can just put that Lil Baby video or whatever on YouTube, and they can just watch that part instead of having to go through and go to the timestamps and all of that.
Well, that's what
I
I'm
just
saying.
feel like so I feel like in a sense, no. I feel like they I just don't think it kills it off.
That's a solid answer. I was just curious. I was just wanting to see how your reaction was to
No, that's a
thinking
good
about
question.
that. Because, you know, like the way I'm looking at it, like YouTube, for example, like me streaming on YouTube, this is why I'm bringing this up. This is what made me think about it. Like how YouTube saves its videos and it uploads your live streams like a video, and it stays there like a video.
Yeah.
So think about it. So say COD drops, I start streaming my Modern Warfare series, for example, or something to the story mode.
Now that's a different story.
And
you
then,
know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? And then people can come in and see your live raw reaction to you playing the story mode, that type of stuff. I know there's some stuff, but then again, they can come back and they can watch and skip through it like a video. You know what I'm saying? Like they can watch, you know, and then like anything that is special, they can cut it and call it into their so-called shorts, which is could be 5-6 minutes.
And really, it all just depends on what the creator wants to do. Like I said, there's so many ways you can capitalize on live streams, bro. If you haven't started streaming yet, if you enjoy gaming or you're just entertaining, you just want to get yourself out there, streaming is definitely the move. Because like I said, there's so many ways you can capitalize off you can do so much off just a live stream. Like, let's just say I play a game in a live stream, I react to a video on a live stream, or in this all in one live stream. Let's just say I play a game, react to a video, react to some more videos, talk to a guy, you know what I'm saying, have a guest. That's 5 videos in one live stream. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And in those 5 videos, you're bound to get some type of clips that you could throw on TikTok. You could 10. Let's just say we get 10 per little segment. That's literally 10 TikToks per segment.
Ooh.
Like,
okay,
so
so
you can
capitalize use it like I hate to interrupt you. So are you saying?
No, that's basically what I was saying.
Are you saying that your live stream is almost like your like say you got your building blocks is TikTok, YouTube, and all the other stuff, and then your live stream is your final product. So like you got your building blocks that make your final product. So like people pick apart from your other stuff, from your TikTok and your YouTube shorts and your Instagrams and whatever, and then that's what when they come to, that's when all those things line up, and then boom, there's your stream, and then people will come to watch the final product firsthand.
And then that way you're also getting so much more exposure. That's where I was talking about capitalizing. Like, let's just say one of those clips spark on TikTok. They're gonna be like, dang, this guy's pretty funny. They're gonna follow me on TikTok. They're gonna get more of my TikTok content. They're like, man, I kind of wonder what else this guy does, because I catch myself doing that sometimes. Like, I wonder if this dude made YouTube videos. Bam, that's branching to my YouTube videos. They're gonna be like, oh, he live streams. Bam, let me see what is he doing on YouTube or
because they give
Twitch.
you a chance to come in there and talk to you firsthand. You know, like if you got a bigger crowd, and I'm not saying
for sure.
You know, like us, obviously we're gonna talk just about anybody that's
to anybody. So comment.
So,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, literally. So and we respond. We do our best to respond, either on our personal channels or with the podcast. You know, it's like you hop into a stream. Like I always mention Harris and his thing. First time I hopped in his stream, he had about a 1K guys in there, or no, something like that, or like 900 guys. You know, like
close to 1,000 basically.
Yeah, close to 1,000. It wasn't huge, but it wasn't like like
little. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Little. It was good size stream, which I mean, good size stream for me is 20 people, but you know,
absolutely.
You know, but I messaged, I put something in the thing, and he's talking to people. He has this little just chatting thing, and he is talking, and he called out my thing and talked back to me. So you get starstruck almost when these guys.
I was just about to say that,
because I've been watching his tech views and his tech videos and his tech reviews for God knows how long before I watched his live stream. Then when I finally hopped into his live stream and talked to him and spoke to him one time, it kind of makes me go like, oh crap, well he responds, let me go back and watch again. It kind of gets you more interactive. That's what I like as a creator to want to do, because I want to interact with people that let's say like our podcast. I want to interact with people that I've never met before, or like in my streams react. I know you're the same way. React to people who chat and things like that. That's what makes it fun, you know.
Exactly. And that's what I was just about to touch on. And because like you said, like streaming, you just have that that connection with the viewer that you wouldn't have in a video.
Exactly.
And you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it just works itself out. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a crowd that likes to, you know what I'm saying, watch it live and have that raw reaction. And then there's some people that just like to go back and rewatch it after it's done and complete.
Exactly.
But yeah.
I 100% agree.
But yeah.
With that being said, you know, if anybody knows me and Jbird, you obviously know that we are some WWE fans.
Hey, word. And with that being said, what a coincidence that the pay-per-view that we're going to be talking about is a day after this podcast will be uploaded. And the pay-per-view that we're talking about is Crown Jewel, ladies and gentlemen, coming out November 5th, this Saturday. And as Ayzo was going to, you know what I'm saying, touch on, we're, you know what I'm saying, we
kind of got
I like to say we're WWE fans.
I kind of want to go into it if you guys are into this, which I know Jbird's
like I said,
in general is.
Great.
Like to touch on our predictions for what's coming up.
And like I said, you know what I'm saying? I know the podcast sounds like it's all over the place. Like we went from social media to wrestling. Like I said, this is on the Birds Nest podcast. We're literally touching on every single subject we can. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no subject that we won't touch on. So if there's a specific topic or something that you guys would like for us to talk on, you know what I'm saying? Leave it in the comment section down below.
I like to say before we start with this, we touch on a lot of stuff. We're into a lot of stuff. Like me, personally, like me and Jeremy cover a lot of grounds when it comes to knowing what to talk about or what we could talk about without being stumped. Like we don't know anything.
Exactly.
And the thing is, like, I could sit here and talk all day. Like, I love the reason, like, why, and you can probably tell it from the way I talk when it comes, and you do it too, when it comes to these streaming stuff. We love it. It's something we
absolutely,
do.
And we talk about it a lot.
You know and we talk about it a lot. And it also isn't just for us. It's also for anybody that possibly that wants to start streaming. Any ideas of that? That's something you can leave in the comments too. If you want to start streaming, what's something
like some questions
you
know that you ask us have, anything, chat.
You know,
ask us anything.
You know, that's something that we're into, and but we also into a lot of other stuff besides just talking about social media. And,
I'm saying
a bunch of stuff like that. So we have our own interests too. So anything that you guys have, football, anything. I mean, literally anything.
Yeah.
Drop it, and we will find a way. I'm sure to put it and fit it into a video. So with that being said,
absolutely right.
I'll let you go ahead and take it from the start there.
All right, bet. So like I said, Crown Jewel. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you know what I'm saying? Take this with a grain of salt. We're not the biggest WWE fans. We don't know the statistics or the, you know what I'm saying, all of that crazy stuff. We're just going to give our personal opinions and predictions for the match cards this Saturday. All right, and the first match we like to touch on is Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley predictions. And I go first. You know what I'm saying? The WWE, they push the heck out of Brock Lesnar. So I genuinely don't see them giving like putting Bobby over, but I don't. I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. I think Brock Lesnar is gonna win, just because for those who don't remember, when they first faced off against each other, Roman Reigns interrupted the fight. He you know what I'm saying, he got involved and Bobby Lashley won. And so I feel like this is how they make Brock Lesnar get his get back, and I feel like Brock Lesnar is gonna take this first match.
Okay, that's a good little get. I like that.
Yeah.
Honestly, okay. So going back to what I think, over the past couple of years, I think when they brought and I'm going way back when they brought Bobby Lashley back, you know, during COVID.
When ECW. Oh no, you talking about you talking
when they brought him back.
Yeah, he came back. Yeah. I'm bugging.
And he won the WWE Championship or
the
Heavyweight Championship. And had his whole process, and he's grown and grown and grown. Now he's like one of those guys. You're like, okay,
yeah, he's a big name now,
super big name. You know, like he comes to the ring, you're like, oh shit, you know, like
it's Bobby, yeah,
but
the Almighty.
I look at but I mean, I look at the Beast.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, bro. Like he just lost to Roman Reigns.
Mm-hmm.
So
twice back to back.
Yeah, so I don't think that they're going to let him be pushed over.
Lose again. Yeah.
And I'm not saying this in a way to talk down the championship, but Bobby Lashley is the United States champion.
No more. Seth Rollins defeated him on Monday Night Raw. Actually, because of Brock Lesnar. Because Brock Lesnar came in and ambushed Bobby Lashley. And basically injured him. And so then Seth Rollins. This was recent though. This was like literally like a few weeks ago.
Oh, I'm lost. Okay, I'm sitting here. I missed it. But either way.
Nah, you're good.
with that being said, I don't think they're gonna let him be pushed over by Bobby Lashley because Bobby Lashley has had a push. Which then again, Brock has had a push too, so it's kind of say
Nah, yeah.
But I just don't think Brock's gonna be.
Yeah,
out of that.
I don't see them burying Brock by having him lose to Bobby. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, he just literally came off of back-to-back losses to Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
And so I just don't see them having him lose a third time. You know what I mean?
I don't see it happening.
No. But yeah, so I'm assuming you're going with Brock on.
I'm going with Brock just because of the situation.
Alrighty, and if you don't mind, shoot, we can edit it. You know what I'm saying? We can put we can just throw like some type of little scoreboard or whatever, like a counter. You know what I'm saying? Like for Brock and Bobby, you put both of us voted for that one. You know what I'm saying? For Brock, you know what I'm saying? Just something for the editor. You know what I'm saying? Just something slight.
Yeah.
All right. Second match. I think correct me if I'm wrong. I think this is the first ever last woman standing match for the Raw's Women's Championship, and that is Bianca Belair versus Bayley. And this is the women's division. Like I said, I don't know in what order this will be in. You know what I'm saying? Obviously we have to wait until this Saturday. But I'll just keep it a stack. I just unless there's some type of interruptions, you know what I'm saying, or interferences, I think Bianca retains. I think she retains.
You think?
I think so. I don't know though.
I'm an underdog guy.
Nah, yeah. Basically, I think Bayley is the underdog.
I'm always for the challenger a lot of the times when it comes to these type of matches. I mean, with it being the last woman standing, I think it's whoever. Normally, it's the person who you don't think is going to get it done.
Yeah,
like even with Brock
they do try to make it unpredictable.
It's like with Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns. I would have swore in this last man standing match that they had, it was going to be
Brock.
Yeah,
I think everybody thought that, and then when
it wasn't.
But to be fair, Usos came out. He got jumped, and then it's a lot of stuff comes into play. Like who's to say if the Usos or if there wasn't any interference, what if Brock would have won? You know what I'm saying? Hey, he could have probably won if there wasn't any interferences. But
with this, as far as I know, with this, there isn't any holds on this. There isn't like any drama when it comes to people that might interrupt with this, right?
Yeah, I mean Bayley has her own little faction. They're called Damage Control.
Yeah,
and it's got Dakota Kai and Io Sky, and they've been interfering with the matches of the past time because this is their second go around. The first time they fought, or for the championship at least, or the last time, Bianca won. And it was in a ladders match. I think first ever women's ladder match too. So they're just making history right here with the women's division.
Right.
But so there could possibly be an interference with that in this match as well. But I just think even because like in this situation, Bianca is the face, and obviously Bayley is the heel. So it's always that good guy versus bad guy. But the good guy doesn't always win. So I low-key want to take my answer back and give it to Bayley. Low-key.
Yeah.
Low-key.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, I want to give it to Bayley.
Low-key. But just to be devil's advocate, I'm going to just go with Bianca because it seems like you were pushing more towards the Bayley side of things.
Yeah.
All right, well, I got Bianca. You got Bayley. Find out this Saturday.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, man. Yep.
Yeah, but I do think, I just feel like there's going to be an interference in that match. I just can feel it.
You think so?
So if that's the case, then I feel like Bayley might win. But hey, guess we'll find out.
Yeah, I guess we'll see on that one.
Hey, facts. And so the next match we want to hit on is Drew McIntyre versus Karrion Kross in a steel cage match.
Man,
hey, you want to go first with your prediction, or you want me to hit on it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to hit on my end, and it's just the truth because I've always been, ever since he came back. Drew McIntyre all the way.
Nah, yeah, I can see it.
It's just that Drew McIntyre, you know, it's always been Drew McIntyre for me.
Yeah, he's the chosen one. I mean, he's the chosen one. He was he's literally branded as the chosen one.
He's just somebody that I always watch. I think he's gonna.
Oh yeah.
I don't think they're gonna. I don't know. He's aggressive. He's too aggressive. It might be something else though. I don't know. I might.
They faced off.
I was so solid about it, but now I'm kind of like.
Yeah, because you never know with WWE. It's so unpredictable at times. But because I forgot the last pay-per-view they fought at. I think it was I can't remember off the top of my head. I think it was no, it wasn't Clash of the Castle. It was right after that. What was it? It might have been Extreme Rules. Correct me. I might be bugging in chat.
Correct in the
I have to. We'll
correct
edit
in the
it in there,
comments.
whatever it is.
Correct in the
But
comments.
basically, yeah, thanks. The last pay per view they played, perform or had a match at least. Karrion Kross won due to an interference. His I forgot what his manager is called. It's basically his girlfriend or his wife. Correct me if I'm like I said. You know what I'm saying. And it was an interference, so therefore Drew McIntyre lost.
Yeah.
But this isn't a steel cage. You know what I'm saying? There's no way. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's why. That's what I'm saying.
It's going to be very hard for somebody to interfere in this matchup.
That's why I say like Drew McIntyre too, which we've seen it before in plenty of things that people interfere in steel cage matches. But you know, it's just the fact of now. I think it's like one of those things. Like you know, they put on their show and they're like, okay, now the way they want to project it to the people
crowd, the audience,
is that he's locked in there with Drew McIntyre now, and there's nothing that can help him. So I'm gonna stick with Drew McIntyre as my answer, and yeah, I think that's where I'm gonna go with that.
And I have to agree with you. I have to go with Drew McIntyre as well. I just don't see Karrion Kross beating him in a one-on-one environment, no escape. I mean, obviously there's escape if you get over the cage. But like I said, if there's no interference involved, definitely Drew McIntyre. I just don't see him losing to Karrion Kross fairly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like you said, anything can go. Like anything happens in the WWE. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Drew McIntyre as well on this one for sure. I'm gonna go with Drew McIntyre as well.
I can definitely,
especially since like you said, I mean, he's been on to hit on the same topic as Brock Lesnar. I mean, he's been on a bit of a losing streak. I mean, a lot of people thought at Clash of the Castle that Drew McIntyre was going to be the one to dethrone Roman Reigns. And that's a topic for another day, for dethroning basically the alleged GOAT right now in the WWE, or the face of the WWE. But a lot of people thought it was going to be Drew because Clash of the Castle was in Drew McIntyre's hometown. It was the main event. I mean, Roman Reigns' streak has been on long, like almost 800 days, like a long time. They just thought this was Drew McIntyre's moment. You know what I'm saying? It's been a while since Drew McIntyre had some gold around his waist. I mean, really anybody. I mean, Roman Reigns has had it all, the bloodline, you know what I'm saying, in general. But they just thought this was it. You know what I'm saying? They thought, like a lot of people was having Drew McIntyre defeat Roman Reigns and becoming the undisputed champion. But hey man, it's tough. That's whenever, you know what I'm saying, Solo Sikoa was introduced into the faction, and it's a lot of interferences that happen in these matches if you guys haven't noticed it yet. But
it's been like a reoccurring.
So you just can never know. But to finalize my pick and lock it in, I'm locking in Drew McIntyre for sure.
Cool.
For sure.
Cool. All right.
Alrighty. So the next match is for the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championships, and we have the Usos versus the Brawling Brutes. And I'm gonna just go ahead and keep it a stat. I got the Usos winning. I just don't think.
As much as I say this, and you know, I don't really like the whole Uso thing, but but they're kind of like not touched right now.
And then I just feel like the Brawling Brutes. I mean, is that really who we want to be?
Well, you know, there's been this drama with the Usos too. So you know,
they've been having issues behind, like with Sami Zayn. I love that gimmick, by the way. I love that gimmick.
The Usi, anyways.
Yeah,
but like,
bro, I love that gimmick, bro. But
like, what I'm thinking though is with this drama that's going on, with everything, I think that what if that's the start of the bloodline first? They lose.
Now
the tag.
That would be interesting.
First they lose the tag titles, and you know Roman's gonna have his whole rant where he does his little gig. I'm sure. You know, like you failed me or whatever. Then basically the Usos are gonna be gone, and then we're not gone, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, they're gonna be
not relevant anymore.
I wouldn't say not relevant, but they just won't. You know what I'm saying? Like they're just gonna be the Usos, you know what I'm saying? Not the undisputed tag team champions.
Yeah, and then it's going to lead to, and we'll talk about the whole deal with Roman when we get there. But I think it's foreshadowing what I know we're going to talk about and what I want to say. I think it's going to lead to the fall of Roman Reigns.
The bloodline in general.
Yeah, Roman Reigns' little reign and the bloodline deal that's been going on for a while now.
Nah, I do agree, but I just don't think they do that yet, or at least not with the Brawling Brutes. Because, like I said, don't get me wrong, the Brawling Brutes are entertaining. They're cool. It's Pete Dunne and Ridge Holloway, I think that's his name, and they're part of Sheamus's little faction, I guess you could call it, the Brawling Brutes. Don't get me wrong, I think they're entertaining, but I just feel like, I mean, I don't know, I just don't see them dethroning the Usos, man. And like I said, it would be a shocker for me, but I personally, you know what I'm saying, from a fan's perspective, like I'm a fan of the Bloodline. I think it's pretty entertaining. I love the gimmick. I love the story. I love the story. But I would love to see at one point every member in the Bloodline have all the titles. I would just love to see it. And just for one, like just at one point, like Solo Sikoa could be the Intercontinental Champion and Sami Zayn be the U.S. Champion, and then they literally would have every single championship in all of WWE, besides the women titles, obviously. But that would just be so crazy because it's never been done before by any faction. You know what I'm saying? Or correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's never been done before. Like both brands, like he got, you know what I'm saying, WWE Championship, the Universal Championship. They got Raw and SmackDown Championships. Like it would be, I mean, because what they're doing right now is already history. You know what I'm saying? They're already breaking records and making history already. But man, imagine every single title on the Bloodline, like. It would be crazy, but the possibility of that happening is very slim, or the odds of that ever happening is very slim. But
that would put like Sami Zayn beating like Seth Rollins, which
I mean, all right, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, even the history of Roman Reigns and
who's to say? Who says Seth Rollins made? What if he's not even the U.S. Championship at that time? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But a lot could go wrong and a lot could go right for the Bloodline. I'm just hoping that it doesn't go wrong at Crown Jewel. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
No offense to the Brawling Brutes and all the, you know what I'm saying, the Brawling Brute fans out there. I don't know. I would like to see the Usos lose to a team like, I mean, obviously Randy Orton is out, and I don't know if they're going to continue to do the RK Bro gimmick whenever he returns, or like I'd like to see them lose to RK Bro if they're going to continue that gimmick, or even the New Day. I'd like to see them retain or in their title reign. Or just, I don't know. And that's the thing with the WWE right now. Their tag team division is kind of weak at the moment. Not gonna lie, because right now, like right off the top of my head, the only thing I can think of is I would love to see the Street Profits dethrone the Usos. I really think, and like I said, I don't want to get too off topic, but I really feel like I think it was at Money in the Bank. The Street Profits should have dethroned the Usos. Then that's when they should have. That's when I thought they should have lost the titles if they were gonna plan on. Because like right now, all the titles are on the Bloodline. So if they were gonna try to like spread things out and
break them down and stuff, start to show the fall of the Bloodline. Yeah,
but the Bloodline, I think that would have been the perfect time to do it because the Street Profits, bro, they delivered on that storyline so good. And that match was such a stellar match. It just sucked that I mean, obviously. It was just a tough outcome. I really feel like if they wanted to dethrone them, then it should have been the Street Profits.
Right.
And touching on that, I feel like the Street Profits should still be the ones to dethrone them. Either the Street Profits or the New Day. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what I would like to see dethrone the Usos. Or even if they want to do like an Imperium versus the Bloodline storyline, maybe. I don't know. I would just like to see the Street Profits dethrone the Usos. That's like my little how I would have booked it.
Right.
But to go back to the match card at hand, Brawling Brutes versus the Usos, I got the Usos retaining, man. I got them retaining.
Yep. I got the Usos retaining too, as well. I just think that if they don't do that little gig there, which I think is very slim, they're not done with the Bloodline just yet. I don't think. I can't say anything.
And they're definitely foreshadowing it for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be soon, I think.
Nah, yeah. And like I said, I've been enjoying it. I've loved the Bloodline. No cap. I enjoy it. Like Sami Zayn is hilarious. He's killing the role.
Yeah.
But so we both got the Usos retaining. Roman Reigns
getting better right now. He's getting better on the mic.
Absolutely. They're just killing it, man.
Yeah.
And we'll talk on Roman Reigns a bit later in the main event. But the next match at hand is the OC versus the Judgment Day. And the OC is basically AJ Styles and the Bullet Club, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I forgot their names exactly. I think it's called Anderson and Luke Gallows. I'm pretty sure that they are the OC. Yeah, and so it's AJ Styles, Luke Gallows, and that was his name. And Carl Anderson versus the Judgment Day. And that's Finn Balor, Damian Priest, and Rey Mysterio's son, Dominique Mysterio.
Right.
And I'll let you go first. You can go first on this prediction if you would like.
A lot of people don't like it, but see, I've been a fan of the Judgment Day ever since Edge started it.
I was just about to say that.
I like the idea, even though he's not doing it no more.
Mm-hmm.
I love it when he started it. I like he started like a new group, which that's just what Edge does. He's a Hall of Famer for a reason. But bringing in Dominique, like I still remember. If you want me to talk about Dominique on my terms, like I remember watching Dominique back in the day when
when he was a G, like a toddler basically.
Wrestling when Rey Mysterio was wrestling Eddie Guerrero for the contract to say who the father was and whatever.
That was a crazy man.
But I like a lot of people from what I've seen on TikTok and like all my research in places where I research this stuff at. A lot of people don't like the Dominique push that we're seeing, but I dig it.
Like, I was about to say it's better than what we were getting. You know what I'm saying?
I think he's a great heel
because I don't even think it's that. I just feel like he's a better heel than he was a face. The face Dominique was kind of bland. It was just a typical. You know what I'm saying? He was just under his father's coattail. You know what I'm saying? And I love the story they're running with here. Like, and I'm not gonna lie. I'm curious to see how they end it. Like how that concludes. How it can. You know what I'm saying? How it's gonna end. You know what I'm saying?
It turns up.
And I think that's what mostly like. I love the journey right now, but I'm just ready for the conclusion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the story right now is interesting, but I want to see the conclusion. And I will say this though, not to get too far off topic, but since we were talking about the Judgment Day in general, I ain't gonna lie. Whenever they basically kicked Edge out the group, it kind of left a bad taste in my mouth, especially how they were booking them at first. Because I think at the time Rhea Ripley was sick, and then it was just Finn Balor and Damian Priest. Ain't gonna lie, at first it was kind of rubbing me the wrong way, but then once I guess you could say Rey Mysterio and Dominique got involved, and Dominique turned and started getting interesting. Because then you're like, okay, this like, and it was crazy. It was so shocking. I mean, they were foreshadowing it for sure.
Yeah.
But like in interviews, Rey Mysterio always said he would never ever have a rivalry. Like he would never go against his son. And so for them to pull the trigger on Dominique joining the Judgment Day, they couldn't have done it any better. And then I'm not gonna lie, that low blow to Edge, oh my god, it was crazy, dude. It was crazy. And so I love where they're going with it now.
Because you know,
I'm just ready to see where it ends.
Which I mean, you know that. If anybody,
it was just crazy.
You know, so when that changed, I loved heel Edge. I loved heel Edge since he was old school heel Edge. The true rated R superstar that was just aggravating as hell. But you know, like when he come out and done this, and then he had this whole gig, and then obviously he got kicked out and got his ass beat and shit. But you know, I think the new deal with this is, I like Finn Balor. You know, he's cool. Damian Priest, I don't really care for him that much.
I was about to say that.
They pose him as like almost like a leader type, and he doesn't give that.
I feel like Finn Balor is more of the leader in my opinion.
I know that. Yeah, but
Damian Priest, they give it off because he was there before Finn Balor technically.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, so it's weird. But besides that, with this, I'm gonna say honestly, to kind of sum it up, I'm gonna go with man. I felt like I was about to give a solid answer, but now I'm kind of questioning myself.
It is a tough one for sure. It is a very tough one. I'm not gonna lie.
Because AJ Styles gives off that.
Yeah, because AJ Styles is AJ Styles, man. A phenomenal one, man. He's that guy.
Yeah, the whole kind of story with it. You know what? I'm gonna stick with the Judgment Day. So, I think Rhea's gonna have something to do with it.
I was just about to say that. I was gonna say I can see the Judgment Day winning, but I'm gonna go with the OC on this one. I'm gonna go with the OC, but just because I don't know who or how, but I feel like WWE is gonna bring back like a woman wrestler to counter Rhea Ripley's interference.
Oh,
therefore picking up the win for the OC.
I know who would be great.
Who?
You remember how we was talking about Edge's thing, right? You know who his wife is, right?
Yeah, Beth Phoenix.
Yeah.
But did you see they put the chair? They basically broke her neck. At the last pay-per-view actually.
Oh, they did. I missed it.
Yeah.
Oh,
it was crazy. No. Yeah. It was Edge versus Finn Balor in the I Quit match. Remember, it was the I Quit match.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy. And to sum it up, basically, they was like, say quit, or like, you know how they did Edge with the chairs? They put the chair underneath him and then they smashed his head.
The concerto.
Yeah, basically, yeah, just like that. They it was like, all right, say you quit, or you know what I'm saying, she get in the chair. He said, I quit. They did that shit regardless. It was crazy. I was like, nah, they're monsters. That was crazy, and I loved it. I loved it.
But
it was crazy because that's the real heel stuff. I want to see that evil, monstrous stuff. I'm like, that's Judgment Day, and that's really what made it entertaining for me. And so,
well, at least with my cool ideas, at least I had a cool idea without knowing that was actually a thing.
Nah, I'm a great option, honestly.
Yeah, if it wasn't already a thing,
I just don't know. I don't know who they would like bring in to throw in, but regardless of who it is, I feel like that person is gonna basically like balance out the Rhea Ripley interferences, therefore giving the OC a win. Because unless they want to just keep running with this Judgment Day very dominant streak, because they have been on one heck of a winning streak. I mean, shoot, if I'm not mistaken, they haven't lost. Yeah, I mean, they lost to Rey Mysterio on Edge, but
it's always like some snake shit while they win.
Yeah, you never know.
You know, so that's why I'm thinking that it's not going to be anything. That's what. But then again, that's why I said the whole Rhea thing. I'm like, it's going to be something like that. That I think they're going to win, but it's not going to be like they won.
Nah, yeah.
You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, like I said, I'm going with the OC. I just feel like they're just going to have that one person that's going to counter Rhea's interference, and they're just going to have a really balanced battle. I feel like they're going to give it the OC, but hey, we'll find out this Saturday, man.
Yeah.
And one thing I don't like about this rivalry, they didn't really go into too much detail on this story. I mean, obviously they got AJ, and he was like, I got people as well, and then he brought back Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. But it's just, I mean, besides the interferences and stuff like that, it's kind of been lousy booking, in my opinion. Like the story, it's just I'm not as intrigued in this particular match than I am the other ones. Still, one I'm definitely going to tune into because, I mean, the Judgment Day, like you said, have been entertaining. But yeah, I'm going to go with the OC on this one for my final answer.
Okay. Well,
and so I got the OC.
We'll see how that one goes. That one's kind of not really as impressive as what else is on the list. You know, it's just just kind of one of them.
It's still going to be a good match. This is a loaded match card, by the way.
Yeah,
it's just not it's not at the top of my list.
It's not it's not the most entertaining, even though it's like top tier match. Not
for sure.
Not full entertaining.
But yeah. So I got the OC. You got the Judgment Day. Hey, let's see, man. Lock it in. We locked it in.
Yeah, locked in.
And now, this is a match that I'm interested in. They was foreshadowing it, and then they just finally announced it like 2 weeks ago. But we got the colossal Omos versus Braun Strowman, the Giant Slayer. That's gonna be a slobber knocker. That's gonna be a crazy freaking match, bro. That's gonna be I just hope it doesn't underperform. Because, I mean, you got the story right off the rip. You don't need no dialogue. You got the story. Giant versus Giant. You got the Giant Slayer. Who's going to come out on top? You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
And I'm excited. I'm excited for that one. And
I think what I'm gonna go ahead and say what I'm going with.
No, go ahead.
Braun Strowman all the way.
He's a beast, man.
Because I think Osmos got too much
right here.
I think Osmos has gotten too much, or
Omos.
Oh yeah, Omos, not Osmos. I'm tripping.
Nah,
Omos is I don't know what I was thinking. Omos is. I think he got too much from a push from what I've seen before. Kind of being the big new guy, like like a big show type guy.
Mm-hmm.
I think that
they just didn't have any more big men, so I mean, obviously, they just had to push who they can.
Yeah,
but I
think Braun.
So you got Braun.
Yeah, I think keep that one short and sweet. I think Braun's got that.
Yeah.
Oh my.
And I was just I'm gonna play devil's advocate. I'm gonna go with Omos. I'm gonna go because in a way he's kind of the underdog, but in a way he's also not. But he has MVP in his corner, and he's slithery and he's conniving, and he's what I'm saying, he's gonna do whatever he can to get his guy that win. Right. And I feel like that's the one thing Omos has going for him that Braun Strowman doesn't. But that doesn't mean that Omos is gonna win. You know what I'm saying? That's just I'm just taking a guess at this point because it's literally 50-50. But the way they've been booking it or like pushing it so far is Omos has been very dominant. You know what I'm saying, over Braun. And Braun was like, "Hey, I like a challenge. It's been a while since I've had a challenge, and this is a giant challenge." And so maybe that's the motivation Braun needed to win this match, or to, you know what I'm saying, to pursue this win. Obviously, he's gonna want to win, but you know what I'm saying. Maybe that's the factor for him. But I just see Omos winning this match, and I don't think they end the rivalry here. I feel like they keep it going. I feel like MVP is gonna have something to do with it, and so I'm gonna lock in Omos, the underdog. Or he's not really the underdog, but you know what I'm saying. I mean, there's no underdog in this situation for sure.
Yeah, no, 100%.
But
100%.
I'm gonna go with Omos though. So I got Omos, you got Brian locked in.
That's a locked in situation there.
Nah, yeah. And now I think we got the main event, and pretty sure that's all the matches besides the main event, which we're about to talk on. Touch on now. I'm sorry.
Wait, what about? Isn't there a women's tag team match?
No. That was no. That was at Crown Jewel. That was on a regular show card. They actually had, spoiler alert for, you know what I'm saying, those who haven't seen it yet, which obviously you'll see it soon. But Damage Control just lost their title. Oh yeah, I think they did just announce that. You're right. They just announced that.
Yeah,
Damage Control lost their titles to Alexa Bliss and Asuka.
Yeah.
And I think they're you're right. I'm sure. So yeah, they're having their title match as well. I guess because it was so, you know what I'm saying, it was just so recent, they just threw it in. This was like this match card that we're looking at is from like basically a couple weeks ago. And so yeah, that happened Monday, right? Monday Night Raw? Monday of Crown Jewel?
I believe so.
And so yeah, it probably just didn't update. But yeah, I think they're gonna be at Crown Jewel. And we could keep that one short and simple. I'm gonna just keep it a stack. I think Alexa Bliss and Asuka are winning that.
Yeah,
only because I just feel like the title reign would be so short if they had them lose it. I just like, what's the point in giving it to them unless just for the booking purposes?
Right. Well, I mean, I like Alexa Bliss. I've always liked them since they came in too. And you know me, I'm like a WWE old head. So it's kind of like they're kind of giving me like them old Mickey James and stuff vibes. And Alexa Bliss, she, I mean, I know it's old school talking about it now, but had the whole thing with Bray Wyatt and the.
Nah, that was entertaining. That was the Fiend and stuff.
So it's about time to give her a belt of some kind, I think.
Yeah, and then maybe they plot twist this and have Damage Control re-attain their titles. Because I don't know, it's just something, I don't know why, but I just do not see Alexa Bliss and Asuka as a tag team. I just don't see it as a tag team like that. Like, I don't know, I just don't see them as like an official tag team. Because they're just they were so good as singles competitors. That I don't know, I just can't see them as like a solid tag team, like you know what I'm saying, like Sasha Banks and Naomi. They were like you know what I'm saying. I mean, not trying to be disrespectful to Alexa Bliss and Asuka, but they just don't give me that vibe. You know what I'm saying? They're just two completely different personalities in a way.
Some people just don't mix as a tag team, and that it's kind of just whether the fact that
like they don't even have a team name. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like it's just literally Alexa Bliss and Asuka. It's not giving team. You know what I'm saying? But maybe they have them win that Crown Jewel and then they build off of that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But like I said, I just don't know. I just feel like they'd be better as a singles competitor, like as singles competitors. So, dang, I know I said Alexa Bliss and Asuka at first, but low-key, Damage Control might have the edge just off of, you know what I'm saying, like how they want to book Alexa Bliss and Asuka. I'm just not too sure.
Yeah.
This might be like crazy, but I could see Alexa Bliss having a heel turn. Like maybe like turning on Asuka. That's a far-fetched take, but man, that would be crazy. Yeah, I don't know about you, but I like the heel Alexa Bliss more than the face Alexa Bliss.
Yeah.
Like I like the bad guy or like the bad girl Alexa Bliss.
Yeah, I can see that.
So I could see that. That would be crazy. And then having Damage Control reattain their championships. Hey, I can see it. I'm calling it here right now.
Yeah.
So I got Damage Control reattaining.
I could totally see that. But I'm still going to stick with Alexa.
No, that's fair. That's very fair.
Because I like them more as individuals more than I like the other one. So.
Yeah, that's fair. More.
Now I like Damage Control.
All right, so we got it locked in. I got Damage Control. You got Alexa Bliss and Asuka, the current tag team champions at the moment. And so now that brings us to our main event. Logan Paul. Yes, you heard that correctly. Logan Paul and Roman Reigns. And
if you could see my face right now, you just kind of.
I mean, and no disrespect to Logan Paul, But I'm gonna just keep it at that. I'll go first.
Go ahead.
If they let Logan Paul defeat Roman Reigns and end the reign, I'm gonna be livid. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be livid because Brock Lesnar couldn't do it. Goldberg couldn't do it. So many big names, Johnson, you name them, they couldn't do it. So if they really go out there and let Logan Paul do the impossible, I am going to be shocked beyond my wildest dreams. I swear. I'm going to be so shocked. So therefore, I got Roman Reigns retaining.
Easy.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you think it's easy?
I will be so, and that's no disrespect to Logan Paul because I actually enjoy Logan Paul in the WWE. I think he's I think it's entertaining. You know what I'm saying? I love to see Logan Paul in the WWE. I'm not against it. You know what I'm saying? But like, come on, dethroning the head of the table, I just cannot see it, bro. I just like unless they just really want to pull the rug from up under us and really have the plot twist of the century. Like this would literally be the upset. Like this would probably be one of the biggest upsets of WWE history if Logan Paul wins this match.
I can agree with that.
That would be insane, man. And like I said, there's no disrespect to Logan Paul, but he's only had 2 matches in the WWE where he like officially like won, I guess you could say. I would like to see him pursue like more of a mid title, like a US championship or an intercontinental championship. In this case, the US championship because he's on Raw. But come on, like having him right off the rip, undisputed champion, ain't no way, man. I just don't see them booking it like that. Just because Roman Reigns is this long streak. For him to literally have only 2 matches in and becoming literally the face of the WWE just like that, I just don't see them doing that. Yeah. I got Roman Reigns retaining.
Okay, so mine's pretty complicated on what I think. Okay, so from what I've seen and what we've seen, they have hyped up this one.
One lucky shot. One lucky shot is all it takes. Is what they're saying.
I say, in short terms, keep it simple but complex. Then more than what it's kind of let you dabble in it a little bit before I really get into it.
Oh yeah.
He does get his lucky shot. Roman Reigns ass out on the ground, like not clean out.
I would be beyond shocked, but go ahead.
You know damn well the Usos ain't gonna let that shit happen.
They're not.
So I think he has. I think, and this is gonna be no disrespect, and it's just wherever they push it. But I think on a wild note here, I'm going sporadic. I'm being the devil's advocate here. I think it's not really devil's advocate because I still say Roman Reigns wins. I'm gonna tell you why. I think Logan Paul does get it. He has the match won, but obviously, Usos don't let it happen. I ain't gonna go into specifics because I don't know exactly how they'll play it out, but that's my general take. He hasn't won on some wild shit because they want to give it to him. They like the hype, but obviously he doesn't get it, and you know.
So you're locking in Logan Paul?
No, I'm saying I'm locking in Roman Reigns.
Okay, you're locking in Roman Reigns. You can see Logan Paul winning.
No.
Oh,
my fault. I'm saying that the Usos are going to involve in
interference. He's going to win by interference, basically.
Yeah, Logan Paul's technically going to win, but it's going to be by disqualification. And Roman Reigns.
I can see that because I think it is just a regular normal match. I can see that, but I feel like they're just going to have Roman Reigns win this one straight up, just because literally, I think in all of Roman Reigns' past matches, at least from what I can remember, it's been an interference in every single one of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. It's getting kind of predictable. Like change it up a little bit. Have him actually win a match. Because if we're being honest, Roman Reigns has officially won a match without the help of the bloodline in a minute. It's been a minute. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like this is where they could do that against somebody like Logan Paul, somebody that's
that's
not like super pushed over like Brock, or you know what I'm saying, somebody like super pushed like Bobby or Brock. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to have somebody interfere. You know what I'm saying? Because it's Logan Paul. You know what I'm saying? He's only had 2 matches. This should be a jobber match for Roman Reigns. But like you said,
that's what I'm saying. Like what I'm going with is it could possibly, like I spoke on earlier, the bloodline loses their championships earlier in the night, because they just so happen to be performing on the same night. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, so say early in the night they lose their championships, pissed off, whatever. Here comes Logan, and he hits his one hit. Like I said, Roman's knocked ass out on the ground on the canvas,
Yeah.
and he's about to win. You know, stereotypical, but it's just how I see it. Usos come to the ring to make sure they don't lose the one piece that kind of makes them who they are
Yeah, I
at
feel
this
you.
point. So I'm still saying Roman, but Logan's gonna win. But I'm saying, let me phrase this: Logan wins, but Roman Reigns retains. So
Yeah. Nah,
that's
that's
my
fair. That's fair.
that's my
That is
final
definitely
answer.
fair. So we're both locking in Roman. He thinks that Roman's going to retain due to disqualification. I think Roman's just going to straight up win. I mean, if he is, I guess you could say the GOAT of the industry, like they're trying to make it out to be, he shouldn't need a disqualification win or like to retain his titles, and not against Logan Paul. I just don't see that happening. But like you said, hell, who knows? You know what I'm saying? You never
Yeah.
know with
Well,
this.
I mean, I'm saying there's a whole reason why they're bringing up this one punch.
Nah, yeah, nah,
So that's why I'm saying like,
yeah.
that's what I'm.
And
Getting
we got the one lucky shot or the one lucky punch versus the Superman punch. Hey, like I said, man, I'm a big fan of the Bloodline and Roman Reigns. I just feel like that would really like make him look super little if he had to stoop down to that level to beat Logan Paul. And even if you know what I'm saying, and I can definitely see where you're saying like it's possible for sure. You know what I'm saying? I can see it, especially since they're running with this gimmick that Jay's a hothead and that you know what I'm saying he can't control himself. I can definitely see him coming in and interfering and having Roman technically lose by disqualification but still retain. But hey,
Yeah.
I got too much too much faith in the head of the table, the tribal chief. I acknowledge him. He's not gonna let me down this Saturday.
You're acknowledging.
Hey, he's acknowledged. He's acknowledged. Come on, the bloodline. But yeah, so I think
I'm acknowledging his ass getting knocked out, but you know, it's.
I just don't see it, bro. I swear to God, if they let Logan Paul knock out Roman Reigns, I will be livid. I will be. I'm just gonna be upset. I'm not gonna, as a WWE fan. Like, come on, bro. Logan Paul, Brock couldn't do it. John Cena, you name it, they couldn't do it. Like, bro, they gonna let Logan do it, bro. Logan, bro. Like, think about it.
I'm not.
Two matches.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He's not gonna be champion, but
I know. I'm just saying, like, they let him like little boy Roman Reigns.
But him knocking him out like that, it's also setting up for saying like, even though he loses by disqualification and still retains, it shows that literally anybody can dethrone Roman Reigns. So
that's a topic for another day.
And it leaves the idea of who's going to dethrone Roman up into the air even more than what it already is.
Nah, yeah. And like I said, we're going to touch on that on another episode because that's the topic at hand. You know what I'm saying? Like, who's going to be the one to dethrone Roman Reigns? And so, like I said, we could talk about wrestling all day. But to just rebuttal to the actual question at hand, Roman Reigns versus Logan Paul, I think we both got it locked in that Roman Reigns retains.
Yeah.
But Ayzo thinks that he's going to retain due to disqualification. Because I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is a regular, normal one-on-one match. So let's just say Jey Uso comes in hot-headed and interferes and makes physical contact with Logan Paul, and the officials see it. Roman Reigns would technically lose, but he would still retain the titles. Kind of like how he did with Seth Rollins at SummerSlam. I think it was it? No, was Royal Rumble? That's where it was. And I forgot. And yeah, and he got disqualified, but he still retained the championships. But that's just my I just think he's just gonna retain regardless of this. I don't think he's gonna end in a disqualification, but I can definitely see that. And but regardless, I think we both locked in Roman Reigns, and I think that's gonna wrap it up for our crown jewel predictions. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, when you guys are watching this episode of the podcast, it'll be Friday, the day before. So this is like literally perfect timing.
Yeah.
And comment down in the session. Comment down. Who you know what I'm saying? Hey, Logan Paul and Roman Reigns. Y'all let us know in the comment section down below. You know what I'm saying? Word.
Yeah. Let us know.
And the rest of the match predictions. But
and let us also, let us one interesting thing. If you want to let us know who you think is going to dethrone Roman Reigns in the end game when the bloodline's finally all said and done, because I feel like it's coming.
It's coming soon. They're foreshadowing it like crazy.
Let us know what you want to do or who you think is going to do it. So
your predictions. You know what I'm saying? You hear our predictions. We want to hear yours. You know what I'm saying? So comment it down in the section. Comment it down in the comment section down below.
Right.
And with that being said,
I think it's time to wrap it up, man. It's been
yeah,
pretty long,
good
pretty long
podcast.
podcast.
You know what
Yeah, it's been a solid podcast for a second episode. You know.
Yeah.
So once again, guys, I want to thank you for all the support that was left on our first video.
Yeah.
You guys have supported this more than what we could ever imagine. So
yeah,
please continue
100%.
to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff for and just let us know any other ideas that could possibly be beneficial to this podcast. Anything you want to be discussed. I mean, literally anything. Just let us know what you would want us to discuss. Go make sure to like and follow Jbird on Twitch. Subscribe to his YouTube channel. You can catch me live on YouTube now, so subscribe, all that stuff. If you want to go follow me,
and all of that is on the channel, guys, and it'll be in the description. It's right below our cameras. You know what I'm saying? Hey, show us some love, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's Jbird Gaming. My co-host Ayzo. Hey, you watch the Birds Nest podcast. Like, subscribe, comment down below, share the podcast, guys. Hey, you know what I'm saying? It'll help out a ton. With that being said, we're out.